Nino, Nino, Nino. The police have decided that Tierney did hee-haw. Welcome back, guys, to Fuck Football. And no criminality here in the old firm game. It turns out that squirting a little bit of water out of a bottle is not a criminal offence. You don't deserve 20 years inside the cell, and Tierney will survive.
Aye. I mean, come on. You will not get a better intro than that. No matter where you look, man. That is the sort of stuff I'd be like, see that dollar sign? I'm going to send them 10 grand each.
I've been missing for a while, but I'm back.
Nino. Let's talk about it then, shall we? A lot of people play victims in Scottish football. But, I mean, what are we expecting here? Were we expecting the police to arrest the guy?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we earlier or yesterday we made a video about some guy getting beat up for wearing an Israeli badge, and people were in the comments saying good, deserved. And the same people that are condoning some grandpa getting battered at the game are saying that like Tierney should get 6 months inside. It's like, what the hell?
I know.
Jesus. Anyway, hi. So the Czech international could still face SFA punishment, but police have found that no criminality had taken place. I'm a little bit shocked that it even got to this stage where the police were actually looking into it, but it is what it is. A Police Scotland spokesperson said, quote, "We received information, inquiries were carried out, and no criminality has been established. Officers have engaged with the club and advice was given." End of quote. What advice could they give? See, the next time, make sure he puts the tap on his bottle so it doesn't spray anywhere. Or make sure he's not allowed that. Get him a kid lock or something on his water bottle. Like, I mean, what are we doing here?
Look at the state of the state of crime, right? Across the board and what people get away with. You know what I mean?
Crime's never been worse. Country's fucked. I mean,
people want Tierney arrested for this. It's an absolute disgrace. There's bigger fish to fry than Tierney's water bottle. You know what I mean?
This is the kind of thing that probably makes him want to go back to Czech Republic, to be honest.
Yeah, back to Czechia, where here 2 World Cup qualifiers, goal and assist for Big Flockhart Tierney.
Aye, a decent international break.
He's doing no bad. Now, Tierney himself labelled the investigation absurd. I totally agree. It's an absolute... I'm actually sick to talk about it. Fun fact, the only reason it's getting talked about because there's nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, Rangers caretaker manager Barry Ferguson also defended Tierney. He thought it was a natural reaction from the player after such a huge goal. Honestly, man, I don't think it's a bit... Whether it was a winner or whether it was, the 5th goal and a 5-0 humping, it's a bit of water, man. We need to...
We need to just move on, don't we?
Aye, I mean, who's never, chucked a fucking water balloon at somebody or maybe sprayed something with a garden hose or something? I mean... Seriously?
The fact of this is, right, see when Rangers scored against Dundee, maybe water got sprayed in some capacity, but we'll never know about it. You don't know why? Because the Dundee fans are absolute fucking shite bags, that's why. They're not going to agree, like water off a duck's back. I mean, come on, what's the problem? How are we talking about this? Like what? We see 16, 17 days later. It's just an absolute disgrace. It's a disgrace. I mean, and Brendan Rodgers as well. Lack of respect. What a fucking walking fud he is.
Go and apologise to Jane Lewis, you prick. Seriously. So Brendan Rodgers wasn't happy. He blasted the winger for showing a lack of respect to Celtic fans. And when asked if he would have had an issue, had one of his stars done the same thing, Brendan Rodgers said, quote, "Yeah, I would. It's respect, isn't it?" End of quote. So, I mean... he also added, quote, "I think it's a lack of respect if a player runs up a touchline and he's squirting a water bottle in the supporter's face. I certainly wouldn't want my players to do it. Listen, it works both ways. There's a lot that comes to players as well, from the stands to coaches, managers and players. But I think we all know there's a line that we shouldn't cross. It's a very emotive game, an amazing fixture, and I thought it was great to have the fans back in. I think that gave it an extra bit as well. But I just think there is lines we cannot antagonise because in the fixture in particular, that can lead to an issue. I understand the jubilation, and Rangers players had every right to celebrate with their supporters. You come to Celtic Park like it would be when you go to Ibrox. When you win a game of that magnitude, you celebrate, but not in that way. End of quote. You know what, man? He's making it like Tierney has just jumped the barricade into the front row and fly kicked someone in celebration mode like Eric Cantona.
Yep.
I mean, the guy has squirted a little bit of fucking water. That it is borderline embarrassing. Oh, you can't antagonize. You can't celebrate in that way. He crossed the line. It's a water bottle, for God. It's not like he winged it off someone's dome.
Yep.
He squirted a bit of water.
Yeah,
Jesus, I mean, come on.
I talked about these Rodgers comments the other day, but it's good that you've seen them and give your thoughts on them, because I said at the time, Rodgers is pathetic.
You know what annoys me the most? He's a liar. See if a Celtic player did this, he would have no issue with it. He would be doing what Barry Ferguson's doing right now, right? He would be saying it's absurd, and he would be backing Maida or Jota or whatever player did it.
Yeah.
It's just because it's happened against him. And you know what? I can't say that. I mean, I don't know. Here, maybe if it was all the way about, maybe Barry Ferguson would be acting like Brendan Rodgers. I don't know. We're not in that position. But
yeah, it very well could be.
It's Tierney that's done it, and Rodgers is the one acting it like, let's be honest, a little bitch. I can't say Barry Ferguson wouldn't act the same way, but we only know what way the Celtic manager can act at the moment, because obviously it was done against his fans, and it's just embarrassing. It is embarrassing. He's talking about crossing lines and going too far. You would think that Tierney was getting like physical and throwing fists or something like that, or getting like, I don't know, pulling a big clump of shite out his arse and chucking it at someone's face. The guy sprayed a little bit of water. I think they need to move on.
Aye. They do need to move. It's fucking, I'm sick of talking about it, man. I am. Like I say, when we're talking about it, because it's absolutely he or else. Criminality, man. All this terminology getting fired about. Brendan Rodgers, man. Hang your big nose in shame, son.
See when someone throws glass bottles, or when someone throws coins, that's way too far. That's scummy behaviour, yes. See when someone's spraying a bit of water, that's a piss take.
Yeah. Come on, folks. Play the game. Reel it in. Because there is so much bigger fish to fry than this incident, right? Yo, and it wasn't like an absurd amount of water. It's coming from a water bottle, man. You know what I mean?
It was funny.
It's not like he's fucking triggered something on the roof of the stadium and it's dropped like, 10,000 litres of water on one stand or something.
Rodgers is making it like if it was Celtic, or if it was like Maida that did this, his face would be tripping him in the post-match interview. And he'd be like, I don't care that we won 3-2. I'm upset that my player did. He wouldn't give a shit.
Yo, and like,
Rodgers would be loving it.
It was a minuscule amount of water. It's not like he is, fucked the lid off and just squirted it the full 500 millilitres in somebody's cupping.
But even if he did, so fucking wet as water.
Yeah, I know, but that would be a wee bit worse than what happened. This is nothing. There's nothing.
You know what? The way I look at it is, if a player on my team did that, I would find it funny as fuck. So therefore, even though I wouldn't necessarily find it funny if it happened against me, obviously because you're losing the goal, but you have to like react the same way you would, or at least treat the incident similar to the same way you would if it was pro for you. And I just refuse to believe that if Celtic did this to Rangers, Rodgers would be saying it's unacceptable.
No. He'd be like, oh, heat the moment, you celebrate and things happen. Like Barry came out and said. It's just a load of PC nonsense, isn't it?
Aye, so
utter woke nonsense.
Go apologise to Jane Lewis and be a good wee boy, Brendan.
Alright, Brendan, you do that and we'll never apologise.
We don't apologise around here, buddy. No, but honestly, I know I'm saying that Brendan, I defended Brendan Rodgers at the time. That whole thing with Jane Lewis was ridiculous, and I've only brought it up here because obviously it's a piss take. People are going to say, but you're not upset about the water, but you're saying Rodgers done nothing wrong. No, it was like a little comment, 2 words that got taken out of hand, 2 words that were weren't even misused by Rodgers. It's just that they were blown out of proportion, as if he was trying to belittle her or something like that. And Rodgers should know what it feels like. to have something like go against him.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a joke a year ago. Some people will take it thick. Of course they will.
People just need to stop.
Really?
You know, I don't. But it's people will react to different. People will react to the exact same incident differently based on the teams, and I get that's natural in a way in the moment. But I mean, overall, you need to actually just not be biased and like it's ridiculous, man. This whole Watergate thing, I can't believe it.
I hope this is the last of it. The police have spoken. I've seen Celtic pages. They want to take it further. They want the SFA now to step in. Step in and do what?
What are the SFA going to do?
Confiscate water
I
bottles.
can't believe they're wasting
Look
time.
at this Stewart here. He's not a happy man that goal went in. And you know,
I can't believe that they're wasting time over this shit. I really can't.
he looks like not Johnny Bravo, Johnny Vegas, that guy. Anyway,
No, but you know for a fact, right? If see if the roles were reversed here. Let's say Dyson Maida's Tierney, and this is at Ibrox, and Maida's running up the pitch and he's on the sidelines and he's squirting. You know all the comments on this channel like, haha, look at him squirting water into all the Huns' face and all this stuff, and you know for a fact that's what it would be.
Yep.
Oh, I bet you wish I had that water in Seville and all this shit. You know that's what you'd be getting here.
Toilet bowl pish.
You know, it would be all a lot of fun and games and laughs, and it's way blown out. It's sad, man. It's sad. Football's going down the toilet, man. And see,
Everything's.
how fucking woke is this? Oh, water. It's a criminal investigation. You serious?
You know, we'll sing about groups that killed innocents, but see a bit of water out of a water bottle. That's when you cross the line. Dun, dun, this world of mine. Hamza Igamani.